Hey guys, Apprentice Alex here. And today, I'm going to talk about a subject that I really like Swordsman. I want to talk today about what it means to be a swordsman in the modern era. It's an interesting thing to think about because there was a time when living by the sword was very much a thing. Maybe not as common as fantasy and some historical fiction would have you believe, but it was still a part of life. Nowadays, we don't have any practical reason to learn swordsmanship. As such, I think that we need a definition that fits in with the modern times. And I'm here to talk about what I think my personal definition of a swordsman in the modern day is. See, I think it comes down to three things: study, practice, implementation. So let's break those down. Study. Are you looking at learning techniques for a sword or sword analog? These could be historically based. These could be based in a combat sport. These could literally be kata demonstration, etc. Number two, practice. Are you taking what you are learning about and are you practicing it? If the answer is yes, then great, we'll move on to number three. Number three, demonstration. Are you taking what you have learned and practiced and utilizing it in some way to demonstrate that you have learned and practiced it? This can be through competition in a combat sport. This could be cut demonstrations, sword dances, kata. I think that the title of swordsman is just as valid to people on, say, TikTok who are studying, practicing, and demonstrating sword dances, or studying, practicing, and then showing off through cut demonstrations, as through practitioners of Hema or Kenjutsu or any number of armed martial arts. The other thing that I think that it's important to keep in mind is that even historically, people did not generally train with live weapons. They did not necessarily train with steel. They did not even always compete with it. Almost every culture that utilized swords utilized some kind of sword analog in training and sometimes in competition. So I think it's very important to accept that, and that I find that there are certain mentalities that only the sports that are using actual steel are quote unquote genuine swordsmen. I don't think that's the case, but this is just my silly opinion. So I think that we really should, broaden the scope, and that anyone who is studying, practicing, and demonstrating these skills deserves the title of swordsman, swordswoman, swordsperson, whatever applicable title you see there. I think that a big factor for me thinking about this is, what purpose does training in the sword serve in the modern day? Realistically, not much. But it's something that so many people love, are fascinated by, and I wanted to, and when I sat down to think about definition, I wanted to think about a definition that really celebrated the hard work that a lot of people put in. I think that, there's boffer LARPers that absolutely qualify as swordsmen. There's also, I think, boffer LARPers that utilize boffer swords with their characters that I wouldn't necessarily qualify, because they pick this up 4 times a year and they have fun with it, but they're not studying and practicing in any way. And there's nothing wrong with that, certainly. But I don't think that that's necessarily a swordsman. But the guy that's watching video and studying what other people, the hot sticks in the game are doing, and goes home and practices that, and then comes out and kicks ass in the next game. That's a swordsman to me. So I think that it's a really it's a broad definition that I've given, but I don't think it's necessarily the only valid one. It's the one that I've come to accept myself. And if you have another definition, if your definition is simply somebody who utilizes a sword or sword analog throughout their life deserves the title, awesome. Let's talk about it in the comments below. I hope everybody has a great day, and I'm looking forward to making more videos again. Have a good night, everybody. Hi, everybody. Apprentice Alex here, and thank you so much for watching this video. If you're interested in learning more about the details involved in the craft of bladesmithing, please check out our main channel at youtube.com/oldworldironworks. My teacher Bear already has a couple of great tutorial videos up there, which are a little older, but more is on the way. If you're interested in supporting the shop, then of course, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Share the videos around. You can find us on our web store at oldworldironworks.net, or you can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/oldworldironworks. Again, means the world to us. Thank you so much. Links in the description below.